Hi, I'm the Dungeon Master for One-Armed Goblin. We're a bunch of college kids wanting to play more D&D. We're starting a new campaign soon following the Tyranny of Dragons module, the first created for D&D 5e. In this story, a strange cult begins attacking the Sword Coast, hoping to gather resources to bring back their evil dragon queen, Tiamat, and the heroes go along to see what they can do to stop them, or to enact their own personal revenge. We will mostly be playing on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so check us out over at twitch.tv/onearmedgoblin. We'll also be posting the VODs to our YouTube channel. We hope you'll join us as we start this new story.
What is the first thought that comes to your mind when you think of adrenaline? For Ugdug Longtusk, hunting is the only thing that can give him that rush. This half-orc blood hunter is bigger than most and never leaves home without the two treasures in his life. His small, lovingly named Boarjaw and his pal, Truffles the pig. If you have a good story, a joke, or a heaping pile of meat, then know you have a friend in Ugthug. However, take caution when befriending Ugthug, for there is a fiend within him that occasionally likes to take control and go on a gore-filled rampage. This is less likely to happen the happier and stronger Ugthug is, so if there are friends nearby, good stories being told, and fresh meat to enjoy, then you're likely to be safe.
My name is Jeremis Ornithole. I was a guard captain of the city of Waterdeep, where I lived with my daughter Shay. One day, on the way back from the shops, Shay was robbed and murdered. Some eyewitnesses saw the culprit, but they were deemed unreliable, and a man was let go. Blinded by rage and my sense of justice, I found the man and put him to the sword. For my crime, I was banished, and now I wander the land seeking to use my strength to help those who cannot help themselves, and track down the organization my daughter's killer had been a part of.
The Shadowfell is a dark place, filled with echoes of sorrowful memories. For a shadow elf like Mealy, sunshine and laughter are unimaginable myths. So when Mealy's lover returned from the Sword Coast with stories of flowers and joy, Mealy knew he had to see Faerun for himself. Trained as a shadow dancer, he was in the right place at the right time to accompany Corvego on assignment from the Raven Queen. Coming from another plane of existence, Mealy often struggles to understand the culture and mannerisms of those around him, but thanks to his training in the shadow arts, he's better suited to hiding and listening anyways. In combat, he wields his whip in a graceful, dance-like performance, demonstrating his skill and agility as he channels the shadows around him to defeat his foes.
Today is your lucky day, because today you meet Corvego. I guarantee you have never met a man as gifted with a blade or as skilled in the arcane as I. For you see, Corvego is Ravenfolk and a devoted servant of the Raven Queen. In my past, I fell in with the wrong crowd. In desperation, I struck a deal with the Lady of the Shadowfell to become her servant in exchange for 3 gifts. First, the Raven Queen spared my life. Second, she granted me magical abilities. And third, she gifted me a traveling companion, a shadow elf named Mealy. Upon returning to the Sword Coast, Mealy and I embarked on a journey as adventurers. With a sword on my hip and a feather in my hat, I spend my time honing my abilities while fulfilling the will of the Raven Queen.
Why, hello, dearies. Let Granny take a good look at ya. Granny has been a wanderer of the woods for many decades, but don't go asking Granny how old she is. Just trust I have a few words of wisdom up my sleeve. Here's a free nugget just for you. Don't live in the woods with worms. It never ends well, even if some of them are nice to you and your family. Just leave before you get burned, literally and metaphorically. Talking to the birds and trees brings me joy, as does giving away sweet little rock candy. Granny may look old, but never underestimate a furball of the forest.